Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, I am Amirul Harith bin Salim from class 4 Newton 3, and in this video I will be covering the topic of inertia. In this video there will be four main subtopics that I will be covering on. The first one is the meaning of inertia. The second one, Newton's first law of motion. The third one, applications of inertia in everyday life, and lastly, demonstrations involving inertia and the explanations of it. Let's move on to the first subtopic. Now, what exactly is inertia? Well, inertia is the tendency of an object to remain at rest, or if the object is moving, to continue its motion in a straight line at a uniform velocity. The meaning of inertia is actually taken from Newton's first law of motion that states that an object will remain at rest or move at uniform velocity unless acted upon by an external force. To the third subtopic, which is the applications of inertia in everyday life. Inertia can have good or bad effects on our daily life. I will show you some of the examples of daily life situations that involve inertia. Situation is when you are eating and you are pouring a sauce, chili sauce or tomato sauce, in the bottle flow out when the glass is moved quickly downwards and then suddenly stop. The inertia of the sauce causes it to continue moving downwards and out of the bottle. The second example is transport. When we are in any transportation such as cars, bus, trains, and any other transportation, when the driver of the transportation brakes suddenly, the lower part of our body comes to rest as the bus comes to rest, but the upper part of our body continues to move forward due to the inertia of motion. As a result, a forward force is exerted on the body and we fall in the forward direction, and vice versa when the transportation starts to speed up. For the fourth demonstrations and explanations, I will show you several demonstrations that involve inertia and the explanations of it. Now, for the first experiment, we will see a coin fell into the cup after the paper under it is quickly pulled away. This also applies to our second experiment when the coin falls into the cup after the round-shaped paper was pulled away from it. For the next experiment, we can see that the egg fell into the cup after the paper is pulled from the cylinder-shaped paper. This also applies to experiment 4, in which there are two stacks of papers and cylinder papers, and the egg on top falls into the cup full of water when the bottom paper is pulled. Now, for the explanations, as we can see, the coins and the egg will stay at rest unless an external force is acted upon it, which is the pulling motion by our hand. When the paper is pulled, gravity takes over and pulls the coin and egg straight down into the glass. That's it for my video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.